Yo, pop my shit. GDMG Remo out in Florida.
Stop my shit. Knowing that I've been like this, it's a jet. Talking my shit, mean as a bit. Hold on, bit, let me
pop my shit. Cause this shit don't get you going. I don't know what in.
Yeah, nice. Pop my shit.
Hold on, bit, let me pop my shit.
I'm the motherfucking goat.
Remo the goat, baby.
Classic.
Yo, we back in this thing. Cigar Vibes and Cognac Conversations, baby. Episode 4. Just a little freestyle talk, a little music jamming, a little cigar smoke, a little cognac sipping with a couple of people that I admire. So, look,
I have a question for guys.
Yeah,
I have a question for guys, and this is something that we've been talking about all week on the shows or whatever, and it's a little racy of a topic, but it's still interesting to hear a man's perspective as far as like, how do I say it? Squirting.
Whoa, nah.
Right. So it's like, have you ever made a girl squirt before? Like, how do you feel about it? Is it like a talent? Is it something that, just some girls just can't do? Like, what is your actual experience and thought with it? And shout out to Lovely Kisses for bringing this topic up.
Shout out to Lovely Kisses.
Brings it every week. And it's an interesting topic, I feel.
What's Lovely Kisses? She got a show?
She's going to have a show. It's going to be called the Lovely Kisses Podcast. You can follow her. She's my little homegirl, whatever, sidekick. She's new to the Letter Jam Radio family, so you'll be meeting her soon.
I need an invite for an episode.
We haven't started even yet. She's not starting until after summertime, but she's just rocking.
Let her know.
She be on Jam of the Climate. Yeah.
Old Johnny said.
You challenge.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm down with it.
So what's the feelings about it? Man, I like that shit.
I mean, what about like when it happened to you for the first time? Like, was you like, bitch, did you pee on me? Like, niggas have different his face. Hey. Niggas have different like perspectives.
My very first time, yeah, I said that same exact words, and I watched enough porn early. But when that happened, I'm like,
so porn is where you get your.
Well,
you got your.
Well, I know about squirting when you seen it because I was like,
oh, okay, so you.
I knew about it, but it didn't happen when it happened.
So I'm saying you saw it on porn first, so you was already when it happened, you already knew it was.
No, I seen it on porn first, and then when it happened, I still was, and I was like, because it was warm and it was in the mist, you doing your thing, and then when she tell you she ain't know she could squirt, then I'm like,
bitch.
You asked me to be like, I ain't even gonna say cut that out, but that's what it was.
Silly. I'm just fucking with you.
And
bitch.
And the response I got was the same shit you did. She laughed and I said, oh, did you piss on me? So that kind of stopped the momentum. And then I was familiar. And then when it happened, and then you can see it shoot across the room and all that type of shit. Then you know, okay, now that
what bitches is projecting it?
Yeah, bitches.
Okay.
They got a couple of meters.
So is it something that all females are? So the conclusion I've come to so far this week is it is something that all females have the capability to do. That's all. It's like all females have the capability to do it. However, each female is different on how. Well, not even different, but pretty much. I don't know. I don't know.
This is interesting.
Because it's been quite quiet.
Now you're asking me to put my freaky scientist glasses on.
I'm trying to hear your cousin's input. He over there just really with the cat and got
when the women hear this portion of the episode that know me, they're gonna be like, God damn. So, yes, from what I know in my real deal studies, all female have the capability.
Okay.
It's about the
skill set of the person.
The skill set of the person, the attraction, the comfortability of the female, how comfortable you can get her to release that effort or climax, or if you're touching that spot. So we'll just say that part. And it's women who never experienced it until they have experienced it from the right person or the right toy or whatever it is, and they become intrigued with it themselves. What I learned about a lot of females in my journey, a lot of y'all really don't know y'all body as well as y'all
I agree
should.
with that totally.
So,
I definitely agree with that.
um,
Because I think females also, they're like very like shamed, you know what I mean? When you know yourself or your body or your sexuality, then it comes with that, what we talked about in the first segment, which is stereotypes. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm not saying I'm ashamed. I'm just saying that women are
most
conditioned and programmed to not outwardly express their sexuality, or they get a stigma like, oh, you a hoe, you a bitch, you a slut. Like, I mean, maybe not a bitch, but a slut for sure. And a hoe.
I rarely agree with that. There's some sluts and some hoes out there. You got a lot of females. I had to look at it. Me being me, a lot of females like to fuck. Us men, we like to fuck, right? You like to fuck, right? You like to have sex, right?
Yeah.
So
how come he didn't have to answer the other question?
Oh, he didn't answer.
He didn't answer.
How do you feel about squirting? And have you made somebody squirt before? What's your experience with it?
Yeah, so the first time it happened to me, it was totally, I wasn't expecting it. So I jumped out like, what the fuck? And like, it embarrassed me. She down there wanted to, stop and not want
Pack
to
the
do it.
pussy up and head out the door.
Yeah, but I was like, no, it's all good. It's all good. I put my hands up like, no, hold on. It's, this was just new to me. That's a good thing.
That was me.
It caught me by surprise. I mean, like you said, I've seen it on the porn before, but I never seen it on the porn. So when it happened to me, it just caught me by surprise. But, no disrespect. I like to get nasty.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
So, I guess I'll put it on album.
Yeah.
I had an experience, right? I was 20. And I went to my first mansion party. For those who not experienced with what a mansion party is, or a swinger party, I was the youngest cat in there. Me and one of the homies, two of the homies I went with, and a female took us. We were sitting, getting ready to go to the club. I was living in Austin, 20 years old. It was one club, and one of the homegirls called one of the homies. Was like, "Hey, what y'all doing?" It's like, "We getting ready for some club. We out there sipping some gin. We chilling and shit." She was like, "Hey, y'all want to go to this mansion party?" We was like, "What's that?" She was like, "A swinger party." We were like, "What's that?" She said, "It's gonna be some fun. This and that, this and that." We were like, "All right, look up." Long story short, we made it to the party. You had to pay to get in, and there was a lot of Rolls Royces and Phantoms and Lamborghinis. It was in a real rich neighborhood in Austin, right? So we make it in there, and we like, damn, we pulled up in a Sunfire. Old Pontiac Sunfire, like 5 deep, right? We're following the girls and stuff. And we go in there, and to get to the end of it, so we started getting active in the room, and that was my first time. I ran across a Korean. We making it shape, whatever. And the homegirl said, "Hey, my man needs some top. For those who know what top is, whatever, some sloppy."
This is soliciting sex on behalf of their homeboys?
That's what go on. And she said it about one of the homies who was the guy. She took us.
Okay.
So
that's what going on with Cement, to be honest.
She started doing her thing, and I started, finger popping and shit like that.
Yeah.
She was getting really into it, so she started busting. She squirted, right? Yeah. I had already experienced by then, but she started squirting. And my hand was drenched and shit. This is gonna be crazy for this shit to air, but so I tell the homegirl, I'm like, damn, she squirting, man, you ain't feeling shit, and she put her hand down, and the Korean is doing her thing, and she wasn't the typical Korean. She wasn't no Slim Jim. She actually had ass. She had some body, like a sister. She was nice. Her name was Miss Peaches too. I never forget it, right? So she had the house. She had people look.
Peaches got an IG.
Yeah, man. I don't even know. That was years ago. I ain't gonna lie. So she, in other words, she spurted. She did that, and the room was amazing. Shit, and from there we really turned the party out. being 20, young Thundercats. We know we turned it out because the women that was in there was like, we got some real things in the house and this and that and this and that. There's a lot of guys standing around, eating hand and just looking, or they wasn't, whatever. And as you go into these rooms, she had a mansion, so it was multiple rooms, at least like 13 and shit like that. As you go in a room, it was a different the vendetta going on, a different adventure. And what's the funny part, the reason I'm sharing, and you brought this whole squirting thing up.
It's been what we've been talking about all week.
Well, I hadn't, usually I could tune in, but I hadn't occupied. I remember Jamie Foxx on this last special. Not the Foxhole, but I think it was either Foxhole or I Might Need Security. And Jamie Foxx was talking about how he went in and his first time at a mansion party, and he did it all wrong. He bust in, I got the dick, everybody need the dick, and they kicked him out. Right? So we was and I my first time there, I remember his special. So I was in there very mature. Me and my guys was very mature, and we was putting it down. That's part of some of my sexual escapades in my young 20s. My mama probably gonna hear this and be like, "What the fuck?" But she know what it is.
Mama, no.
Yeah, she know my dad. She know my daddy was.
Oh,
freak man. Yeah, that's me. No, but I like that squirting, man. I ain't gonna lie. If you can get a female to wet the bed, something like that, it's not just because you putting it down for as just the dick, just the meat or whatever. She's into you, bro. You done made her feel real comfortable. If you got a little stamina and you can really put it down, you can make that happen. That's for the fellas out there. So that's how I'm gonna answer you.
Speaking of stuff for the fellas, how did you guys feel about the whole Kevin Samuel situation? Captain of the She-Man Woman Haters Club.
You familiar? You can go first.
I actually didn't know too much about him myself.
Oh, okay. You never saw his video stuff or nothing?
So that was my thing. Me too. I didn't know who he was. I confused him with the guy. That I seen pop up on the news or people's feed that was trying to, I guess, empower men or women. I don't know his name, but he was sitting there with his lady, and she had on a bonnet, and the whole time he got busted and made her look like an ass. I thought, you know that guy's name? I don't know who it was.
I think I know who you're talking about. He be on some like African Bombada shit.
Yeah. I don't know. So,
I think his name is Omar or something like that.
I don't know. It was something that passed by, and I don't pay too much attention to it. But Kevin Samuels, I wish I knew about him before he passed, because of a lot of things let me not say a lot. I haven't got all the way familiar with him. I just listened to only 2 episodes that he's done since he's passed, and I agree with him. He actually speaking on the type of time I be on and how my mind frame is. Got a lot of these bros out here thinking they better than they are. You got a lot of these bros out here that want to shun and talk about the everyday, go to work, make your income, everyday fellas. Try to make them feel like they shit. Right. So to go in on that, I usually have conversations with female friends, relatives. I usually ask this question, and everybody has experienced it. Say you at the movies or you watching a movie or a video, whatever, right? With a celebrity on there with a female. Morris Chestnut, I usually always lose him a lot. Let's say Plies, let's say Rick Ross, whoever, 50. You always hear women say, "Ooh, that's my man. Ooh, if I had him, I'd do this and do that." So my rebuttal is always this: what makes you think he would waste his time to deal with you? That's not a shot, but that's a shot of reality.
Yeah.
You can't even keep the everyday men that you're dealing with that are being faithful, that are coming home, go to work, handle their business, raising their kids, and you think you're going to get the opportunity with a celebrity? Why? And the only thing that comes to mind is you only thinking you can fuck him. Well, he got top value women that look 9 times better than you, that actually keep their body in check. I'm coming from fitness. and that's high value. When he got them options, what makes you think he would give you the opportunity once he have a conversation with you and ask you, what do you look for? What do you value in a man? So that's something that's major to me. I wanted to put that piece out. How you feel about that? Because I like Kevin Samuels. I only heard 2 episodes from him, and I'm gonna listen more. But he speaks in a way that I connect with, being not at 37. I was thinking that at 20, at 18.
Yeah.
I've had my fair share of older women. I've had my fair share of women, period. And I talk to them, and I want to know. I ask them, what you like when when you're going through the talking stage. What you like? What kind of nigga you like? What kind of guy you? Whatever. I hear them talk about more bullshit than anything, and I'll be like, all right. So, me being a man and any other man, we know we're gonna knock you down, or can knock you down, or want to knock you down. That's out the gate. After that, then what? What do you have to offer? I don't see no women when you talking to them in a dating stage and you want to get to know them, and you asking, what you like in a man or whatever, because they put the high value man or any man they run across, they think because they got a cute face, or I pull good.
But why do they think that though?
I don't know.
I mean, is
it's
it not the making of the man that makes the females have that idea? Because somewhere along the lines, this was really true to some bitches for other bitches to want to try to strive to achieve that.
Well, you got a lot of guys who pump a lot of females. You say shallow, pump a lot of their head up. Just me saying you cute, or just me tapping on your Instagram to you, that makes you feel like you above the world. Baby, I just tapped because you might have had a cute face, and then I went on. I never seen you again, never even got back on your page, never got in your inbox and shot my shot. I'm just showing love. There's some men out there who really just genuinely, we value a whole nother aspect and a whole nother, you get what I'm saying?
Do you think, that's what I'm saying, do you think it has to do with the fact that men put so much value on looks and, you know what I mean, how a female looks and what her body looks like so much that they just,
the one thing about a man, it's probably people gonna disagree or say what they want to say. One thing about a man, there's nothing greater than the woman. A straight man, heterosexual. We love that, right?
It's crazy you had to even put that in there.
Yeah, it's crazy. I had to. So we like women, and we like looks, and we like a trophy. We like something that we like. Everybody got their own preference. You like a nice face. You like a nice shape. You like a nice ass.
All that is materialistic shit, though. Like, where did the bitch come from? What's her family like?
That's what I'm getting
how was
into.
she fucking raised?
That's what I'm getting
into. Is her
into.
house fucking clean? Like, it's...
So my thing is this.
Niggas don't give a fuck about that shit, though.
That's why baby mama and baby daddies don't get along today.
Most niggas don't give a fuck. You want to know why I can say most niggas? Because most females think that they pussy is a gift to a man. And the only way a bitch is gonna think that is because niggas is telling them that.
I'm glad to say that me, as Johnny Johnson, Johnny Boy Cerebral, anybody that listens to this episode, they gonna say, that nigga right. Far as any female that dealt with me, I'm quick to tell you, don't think that because you fucking suck on me and I enjoy that shit, that's it. You can control me. Because it's been tons of them that after they fucking suck on me, they want me to be their man. They want me to be their man because they see how I carry myself.
You heard it?
They see how I carry myself. They see how I raise my kid. They see how I carry myself before I had kids as a man. Now, I'm not saying I'm rich or nothing, but I am definitely high value. You get what I'm saying? Because I've said also with them same type of women, if we had another rendezvous and outside of the fucking and sucking, we had a conversation. And that's when they be like, damn, this nigga on a whole nother level. Because most of my guys, they don't talk to me like that. They don't ask me about this. You feel me? So I'm proud to say I come from that cloth. So I definitely look for that cloth in a female. I need to know, were you raised by mama and grandmama and them? Did somebody actually teach you how to cook and how to be quiet when, the same way they do kids? Now, I'm not saying you don't have a voice and an opinion, but you see men talking, you see your man having company over, You shouldn't be trying to be flirty with them. You shouldn't be out there with them trying to be in there with you. You going on in the room, going on with your girls, go do what you do. You feel me? I'm not trying to take it back to no slave shit and make females feel like they don't have no voice. But I like when I could come to an older female house and I'm just dating and she can cook for me and she can make me feel comfortable because she respects the level of male I am. You can treat these little boys how you want to treat these little boys and play with their time and tell your homegirls, girl, I'm just trying to see if you don't do this. And once I get a wind of that type of shit, baby, it's over. Instantly. I cut that shit short. I don't care if we done had sex or not. I might have been really into you. Once I get wind of you trying to play me for another sucker or another type of cat, man, it's over. And I guarantee you, you're going to hear about me somewhere else from one of your homegirls or somebody else in the streets, and you're going to feel like, damn, I'm fucked up. I'm definitely a high value individual.
Well, values are subjective, you know, and you're older now, and your values when you was 20, obviously, wasn't the same values that you got now. So a lot of motherfuckers are still in their process of learning their value system or, you know, establishing some type of value system based on their life walk and their journey. So
my mind frame is elevated. It's always been where it was at on what the type of women I wanted to make my gal, and then me just being the man on we gonna fuck. I don't have no problem with telling anybody that we gonna fuck. We a man, we a lion, or supposed to be a wolf. Yeah. We a lion. You know what I'm saying? How many dragons you can slay is, you know, that's how you when you leave this earth, you know, that's significant for a man. We like bodies, we like looks. Women, they like power, what a man can do for them, or how they gonna look on his own. You feel me? Period. I'm listening. You got a rebuttal? Am I wrong for that? Am I not wrong for them? Am I wrong for me? Because
this is based on your life experience. That's your perspective based on your experiences. So I can't say it's not valid if that's what you've experienced. That's what you've experienced.
I've talked to homegirls that I may have not had sex with, or even homegirls I've had sex with, and no longer having sex with, but down the line. Or I can read your post. If you always talking about, man, I can't stand this nigga, and you got a new boo every month, every 2 months, every 3 months, a new nigga, what is that saying about you as the female? Because you obviously only attracting, when you doing the application status, obviously you not looking deep enough. You just hiring niggas on their looks, or their shoes, or their money. Wouldn't be the worst one.
And that's
no integrity, no values, no discipline, no morals.
They're programmed to focus on those things. They're conditioned to look and value a man based on what he can do for them, what his shoes look like, and how much money he has. Is that not the wrong
programming? Because I like a female that can do what she can do on her own, and then I come and make shit a little better. Or I don't have a problem with a female making more money than me. But shit, if she can elevate me and I can learn something from her, I'm with it. But a lot of guys got egos. And a lot of females feel like, long as they can put their pussy on them, then shit, man, I got them. Until you run into the one that's going to show you. That was nice, but what's next?
Time's
right.
That's just me. It's going to be a lot of people going to disagree, but I can stand on it. I've had, my experience is nice. My plate, I'm nice. I'm saying my experience. Most of the women that the guys from my area want, I'm cool. Right. So I stand on that. I stand on separating myself from the average, or, you know, the ones that they call fuck niggas, or being on some sucker shit, or labeling weirdos and that type.
Right.
Because I've shown quite a few people, females, man, look, baby, I don't need you. I'm just as good. I can live on my own. I can live by myself.
A lot of niggas can't though.
They can't. Yeah. I agree.
And they kind of like take advantage of a woman's like, I want to say, nurturing side.
I agree. I mean, I like to be nurtured. I like a woman that can make me feel special too. I mean, I think that's both. A female, you like for a man to make you feel special, show you something more than the average, show you something a little different. But because I got a couple 100,000, a couple of millions in my bank account, don't feel like now you don't have to do your duty as a woman. don't feel like I don't like gifts and I don't want to be taken out to eat just on. You feel me? So if you on your game, or you a nurse, or you a doctor, or a lawyer, or a celebrity, and then you make more than me, let's make it really compliment. Let's not use one another. And if it's just sex and that's just what you want, then hell, pin it to the top off top. Male and female, let it be known.
Right.
Niggas
I
say
got a question, Ms. Lovey.
They say
Yes.
I got a question.
Yes.
That bring up a question. Why
Yes.
women can't just, if they just want sex, why they just can't say that? Like men do.
Maybe I feel perhaps that initially they might not come in the gate thinking that. It might be something you do to trigger that shift. So initially it may not have been that, but something you did made it that. Because it's like, oh, nah, I can't deal with this thing on a day-to-day, but the dick is good, so shit, you know? So it's like but by this time, y'all already a couple weeks in, and then it's like, damn, I can't tell them that. You know what I mean? It's like...
So is there no women out there that on a man tip, we see women, nice, I like it, in his head, right?
Why did I just look over here to see what
Oh, because I looked over.
Yeah.
Is it
I look like...
So is it no women that when they see a man, they already know, I'd give it to him. Or I'm gonna give it to him.
Oh yeah, it's definitely women like that. I can tell you that.
No, this question was too.
What, me personally?
Yes, indeed.
I'm not a visual.
I'm not somebody that you have.
I mean, I can answer that because I done been chose before, my nigga. That's how that go.
Let's talk about it. We got a couple minutes left.
Yeah, you do got some women that go, I want to fuck him. I got screenshots on my phone of females saying that.
Show them to me. Let me see.
I swear to God, I can show you.
Let me show. Let me see.
Mama, I can show
What's your number? Let me see.
That's just how it goes sometimes. Yeah. Women
Let my
like
text
men.
fall in.
We're not too far, you know what I'm saying? Too much different. You know what I mean?
That's what made me say. I don't judge all females as hoes. I just be like, shit, there's a lot. They like to fuck as much as a man do.
I wouldn't say as much as a man do. But,
yes, definitely.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
With a high drive.
Some females, that's their, everybody different, basically. We really can't just put it all on in one specific
I can't even have a great night's sleep. It be all in my head. I wake up like that, like just on demon time.
Oh, wow.
Now, you might not understand. You know they say players get chose, but
players get chose, bro.
When he's saying, because I know, when he's saying he got chose, do you know what level he's talking about?
Oh, I was just playing, but I don't look.
Straight up, it happens.
So I'll say this: I moved.
Whoa, it's really real.
I moved to another city in high school. That's when I experienced more female shooting a shot. Yeah. I was like, dang. Not just me, but I mean shooting a shot at men. So I moved to another city in high school and I was like, damn. So I came back home and I said, stay up there. Oh, the women don't have no problem shooting a shot, letting it be known, hey, I want you and I like you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know where that comes from.
You do this the easy way, please?
Yeah. So I really experienced that. And I mean, it's out there. I
don't think I'm not a visual. I'm not. I was going back to because I was thinking about what you asked me, but I'm not a visual stimulated person. Like, you know what I mean? It's a very cerebral, mental, you know what I mean, thing for me. So I can't say I just met a nigga visually and he just made me feel some type of way. Like, oh yeah, you look good or whatever. So but
you're I think it's sapiosexual. Is
that what it's called? Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So your lover don't have to be attractive as long as he provide like emotional and
intellect,
spiritual support. And
intellect.
Sapiosexual is someone that's attractive.
That's attractive to me, though.
I know somebody that told me that before.
I like to be that.
That told me that before.
I like to be that.
I personally can't get
back.
I personally can't get with that. Yo. I can be your spiritual and you know what I'm saying, all of that, but I mean, you have to turn me on. Like,
no, they can turn you on, but for the female to be sapiosexual, me knowing you, you're an individual. So after you do what you do, or even during the conversation, you feeling her during the conversation. Once you get to letting it flow, the natural you, and she see, he's an intellect. She's turned on by. He got smarts. He ain't the average dumb cat I've been dealing with, or he got some values. He ain't gonna do this and do that. But then again, also not knowing that you can't play with me though, thinking,
Yeah.
you feel me? So, yeah. I get that. I definitely get that a lot. I ain't gonna show you mine.
It's just out of line.
I just got that, and somebody,
Yeah.
people's
I
like,
just can't get with no booger wolf because she
I didn't say
emotional supporting me. And
not
all that.
emotional supporting. It just means that you're
on.
mentally, like the stimulation starts in your brain, not in your fucking vagina, basically. You know what I mean? Like it's the conversation that makes a sapiosexual be attracted to you. It ain't saying that the person ugly, you know what I mean? I'm just saying the attractiveness comes in at the ability to be able to converse. If they don't have that ability, then you're not attracted to me. You feel what I'm saying?
I still like old school. I still like old school women. I don't.
Yeah, you gotta be able to keep a conversation.
I ain't super old. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
I still do old shit. Like to go on dates.
That's not old shit. I like to go on dates.
Well, shit. But now they don't like to go on dates.
I don't know what they like to do these days.
They don't like to have a housewife and just cook, hang out, really have a conversation, nice glass of wine, cigar bars, cognac conversation, maybe smoke a little weed, watch a movie.
Right.
They want a Birkin.
Yeah.
I mean, I want a Birkin, but I can get my own Birkin. I guess that's why I'm different.
That's what I'm saying. You are.
Yeah.
They want a Birkin, and they can't afford a Burlington on their own. But anyway, we're gonna wrap this thing up, man. I'm glad y'all was able to tune in. This was just a freestyle session, man. I wanted to come up and touch on the mic. I thought about canceling this podcast till I was told this. I damn sure better not.
Nah, this is natural. Yeah.
Episode 4, man. Just a freestyle, just a little come in and vibe in the studio. I want to thank y'all for tuning in and listening.
Free all the guys, your partners, my partners.
You want to give
unless
out
they
your
did
social...
like rapey stuff.
Yeah, unless they did rapey stuff.
Yeah, don't
you want to give out your social media, anything to check out the Bag Guys?
Yeah, the Bag, BAG, the Bag Guys LLC on Instagram.
Just love the jam, and
WELUV, the number 2 jam. Tap in with me, Miss Lovey, MYSS Lovey, on everything, or either of my artists, which they're both in my bio, so you can tap in.
Big Pink.
Hey man, this is your boy
Acre,
Johnny Boy
I am going to
Cerebral.
slap you.
And we out of here. Cigar Bob's Cognac Conversations.